want to start off by saying that I'm so honored to be asked to be the keynote speaker this evening. And I look at all the awardees, and I want to say congratulations to all of you. You all deserve a heartfelt round of applause. I grew up in Queens, Southeast Queens. So yes, Queens get the money. Yeah. I gotta say, there's so many people on this podium, on this dais, so to speak, that I've worked with. I have my brother George Patterson, who's a board member of BU. I have Nicole Dorsey, who's a member of BU. My brother Jacques Mohammed, my brother from the Nation of Islam, and we worked together 30 years ago and continue to work when we were organizing the Million Man March. I see my brother Kevin Livingston with 100 Suits. I see Lance and Todd Photographer from the King of Kings. I see Detective Kevin Williams. I see my sister Rose Warrior. And that last name is Warrior, by the way. And I also see my sister Khadija Faison, Sergeant Khadija Faison. Now I gotta tell you something. I had a very powerful keynote speech to give. And I was sitting here going over my notes. And when I saw who was being honored today, I was saying to myself, I hope they don't speak before me. And what do you know? First it was Lance and Todd. They spoke before me. And they talked about the balance within our community and the things that we need to do. So I said, okay, I can kind of spin that a different way and talk about it from this perspective. Then George Patterson. He gets up and he talks about the Black Studies curriculum. I said, man, scratch that. And then before him, we had Jacques Mohammed, who told you about the 30th anniversary of the Million Man March. So I said, man, this is getting worse. Then my sister, the bishop here, sings a beautiful song rooted in our faith tradition. So now I'm like, I'm done. And then y'all put a video on and got the nerves to put my father, the OG, Professor James Blake, in front of me. So what am I to do? So I had asked, I said, God, please don't let them come before me. But since you have come before me, I now ask God to guide my mind, direct my speech, and take me where you want me to go. And so first I would like to say thank you to the Ruff Ryderz, to the Rescue Organization for this beautiful event. I want to thank my brother Watt, who's a strong soldier in terms of making improvements to our community and really stopping some of these things that we see in terms of violence going on in our neighborhood. I want to thank Mother Sandra Adams, I call her mother because she's a matriarch to us all, for the work that she's doing as executive director of Ruff Ryderz to the rescue. And your board of directors, and of course, my sister, Adrienne Felton. Woo! So since I can't go into each one of these things because they were talked about, I'm going to connect the dots. I want to start off first with the Million Man March and the significance of the Million Man March, called over 30 years ago. And I'm thankful that I had an opportunity to not just go to that march, but to be one of the organizers out of New York City, along with my father, along with Brother Jacques and others. Let me tell you something. That day was called the Day of Atonement. And in the word atone is the word at one. And we were at one, black men, one with another on that mall in Washington, D.C. We showed unity. That day was about men making a pledge to come back to their communities and be a light unto their communities and not participate in the darkness. To reunite with their families, to reclaim our children. The spirit of the Million Man March 30 years ago is needed now more than it has ever been needed. Our children, as Vance had soberly reminded us or told us, are involved in self-destructive behaviors and activities. They're killing one of each other because they lack knowledge. And the scripture says our people perish for the lack of knowledge. There was a call by the bishop. She said she wants more of us to join the game. What does she mean by that? We need more of us to get involved with reaching out to our young people. Our children need us more than ever. We know the Million Man March. They were born, many of them, well after the march and have no idea that such a march ever happened.
That's right.
So we got to show them love. We got to show them the light. We must love our children more than their condition makes them hate themselves. Woo! Our love has to be stronger than that. And so, the Million Man March is important today because in 1995, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan warned us that if we continue to kill each other at the rate that we were killing each other, it wouldn't be too long that the National Guards will be coming into our communities and neighborhoods. And what are we seeing right now? Now we can blame it on Trump, but how about we look internally and say, we need to atone. We need to reach out to our young people. We need to make sure that there's love in our community so that there's no justification for bringing the truth into our community. So that's why the work of Ruff Ryderz is so critically important. I've had the opportunity to see with my own eyes the work of Ruff Ryderz to the rescue. I've seen them go into communities that most people wouldn't go into and reach out to the brothers in those communities. And they're not just telling them to put something down, but they're giving them something to pick up. Pick up a music career. Pick up getting involved in this club or this activity or an area of interest. They have a program that is effective and that needs to be studied. I close with this remark. George Patterson told you about BU, Black Influencers United. Our vision is that we serve black educators, we influence others, and we impact black children. We have a 7-point actionable item agenda in education. And we put that agenda before policymakers and elected officials. Since we are in a mayor's race right now, I want us to understand something about unity. It's not some complex, really far out concept to understand. It's very concrete, very practical. We don't just need to unite just to say that we united. What does that mean? We need to unite around an agenda.
Say it.
We need to unite around an agenda.
That's right.
Stop allowing elected officials to come to churches and come to community centers and come to civic associations and don't talk about an agenda. You want my vote? Here's my agenda. Everybody else does that. So I hope that as we join the game and we get involved, that we mature into understanding that agenda, not popularity or personality, drives change. And so with that being said, I want to again thank all the awardees. I want to thank again my brother brother Bob and my sister Adrian for allowing me to share these few words with you. Thank you again.
Yes, let's give it up for Dr. Shango, but let's stay on his feet. Y'all can do better than that. Let's give him a round of applause.
Yeah, Shango Blake, man, the drill, the doctors in the building. Let's give a standing ovation to the honorees. Everybody stand up for the honorees and Dr. Shango Blake, the real deal. Miss Bishop Patel, okay, we love you. Oh man, y'all can sit down because we want to stand for y'all. Adrian Felton, we appreciate you. Yes, this is cool, man. No, everybody stand up for one more time for the honorees, please. I know this guy don't want to get up. I see him. I'll come get him. Let's go get him on there. This is the problem.